New, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody's had a good day. Please know that my readings are timeless, which means whenever you get to this reading, there's going to be messages in here for you. I suggest that you guys watch all of the readings on both of my platforms. Each reading is going to hold personal downloads and Easter eggs of knowledge for you to decode to help you on your spiritual journey. Okay, so just know that. All right, so we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance. And we're asking, and our spirit guides and guardian angels and ancestors and the divine realm to put a protective shield around us, but also uncloak this platform. We are working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can take $20 super chats. And then I set a 20-minute timer and I answer your question. Okay. And so you send, your question on Red Rover, send your question on over and I will answer it. So just to let you guys know. So if you could subscribe, welcome everybody. If you could subscribe, like the video, share it, hype it, tell other people about this content, that would really, really help you guys so that we can get to 1,000 subscribers. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will probably I'll do a giveaway, which will be like a free reading, free 20-minute reading, maybe more than one of those. And then I've got a couple of tarot decks that I can also give away as well. So we are working towards getting to that goal. Okay. And every time on this platform, every time that we reach, we'll set, once we get to that goal, we'll set another goal. When we reach that goal, we'll do another celebration. Okay. Just to celebrate the channel and keep the energies good. So we just want to say thank you, God, for everything. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. And thank you for protecting us and shielding us from all harm. Okay. So by watching the reading, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my readings, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me or anybody in the chat or anybody in the comments. There's just no need for that. Everybody's allowed to have their own perspective, but what's not allowed is religious condemning and any type of being judgmental or mean or cruel or abusive to others or bullying, basically, which is what all of those things are. So just know that you're already warned. The Archangel Michaels have been already informed about the situation of me being bullied on the internet and being bullied on my platforms. And so I have intimately already spoken with everything in the divine realm. So just don't do that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be talking about 2 books before we get into the reading. The first book is The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook. The links to these books are in the description box below. I talk about this book because you see me use the techniques in it all the time. So I'm not getting paid anything to promote this, but still it's going to help and change your life. So I want you guys to know about it. So first of all, the God technique. This is going to help you create a positive reality. It's going to help you break free from the matrix and start creating the life that you actually want to live. But the God technique allows you to rise out of your ego into the consciousness of God. When I first started doing the God technique, it was like an elevator ride. Now, the more that I do it, it's less of a shit. It's like less of it, because it integrates. So I can be looking out through the eyes of source and see things as they actually are and detach from what's going on and then see it from a higher picture. It helps you to rise above anything that's lower vibrational. The joy versus anger technique, because everyone and everything's higher self is God. The joy versus anger technique is what you see me use when I'm asking yes and no questions and getting an answer back. Okay. And again, when you can ask immediate questions with your because it works with clairsentience, which is the gift everybody has. When you can ask immediate questions and get the answer back, you're not having to wait for a sign, and you have open communication with your higher self. And yes, your higher self, God, does know what's for your highest and best good. And things are either in alignment with your highest and best good or they're not. And that's not anymore. It doesn't have to be anything more serious than that. So the joy versus anger technique gives you the ability to start asking questions so that you can guide yourself through life. Also, the mind technique gives you the ability to get rid of and clear the thoughts and beliefs that keep creating the situations that you're seeing. And then the 1 to 10 technique or 1 being the lowest compatible, 10 being the highest compatible, it will teach you how to get compatibility and understand how that works. So this is an intuitive workbook. You do not have to be psychic to use this book and, tap into your powers and your abilities, okay? The second book that I'm going to talk about is a book that is designed to help you learn to read cards for yourself and for others. I, for one, did not have anyone to teach me when I first started, okay? So Vassago, I didn't write this book by myself. I wrote it with Vassago and with the Most High God. And the Vassago is a spirit, as our Goetia spirit that works with divination, is like a master of divination, but also maps the human consciousness and tarot. And the tarot is the human consciousness. So while you're alive as a human, you'll go through being in the position of every single card in the deck or having an experience with every single card in the deck. That is how it maps human consciousness and the future. Okay. All right. So it's a very good system. So Vassago and I created a book that's going to help guide you so that you can basically integrate the archetypes of the major arcana cards. This book starts off with a prayer, a dedication, and a 14 zodiac tarot card spread that you pull 2 cards for each position. One will be your south node where your ego's at. The north node card will be the other card. That's where your destiny's at, and it will basically give you the ability to see where you're at in relation to your destiny and where you need to go. The psychic spell that goes along with that, and again, these spells are for yourself. They're with God. They're not with any low vibrational energy, and they're not to be done on anybody else. There's no way you could do these spells on anyone else. So anyways, the objective is to connect with your destiny. So I'm going to read from one, and then we've created the major arcana cards, which are the major transitions, like the death, the sun, the star, the emperor, the empress, the high priestess, the hierophant, the moon, the wheel of fortune, the world, the lovers. All of those are major transition cards. So we've created a tarot card spread for each of those. So I think I'm going to read from I'm going to read from, I want to do the Wheel of Fortune. I did the moon the other day. I'm like, I've read almost all of these. I did the sun the other day. I'm going to read from the Last Judgment card. I don't know if I've ever done the Last Judgment card. Okay. Like read it because, I talk about these each time. So the Last Judgment is number 20. The answer is no. The zodiac is obviously Libra or Scorpio or Scorpio. Okay. So the Last Judgment card could mean arguments, disputes, and contractual issues are resolved in your favor. If you have wronged someone, seek reconciliation and peace. Obviously, forgive those who have hurt you and forgive yourself. Do not judge others by outside appearance. Don't judge people by their skin of their color, by the way that they dress, by the way that they speak, by whatever. Don't. Okay. Forgive those who have hurt you. That's a big thing, you guys. If you have been in a low period, this card signifies a turnaround. This card represents being put up under judgment. Come on. Where are you, Judgment card? It's in here. Okay, here it is. Okay, so basically, for everything that you see on this card, there's going to be a card position. If you guys could like the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Position 1 is Libra. The card for this position shows you the scales of the house of Libra, which balances out all karma. When it comes to accurate judgment, the scales of Libra will be used on the subject that is weighed. The energies of Libra are masculine in nature. The energies of Libra are associated with writing, the arts, the social structures. Creating balance between opposing forces is the ultimate goal. There is an aspect of alchemical change and transformation that needs to occur for you to get what you want. Observe how the energy intermingles with the energies of the Libra moon. You may find that your energy consistently weighs change in order for you to move forward. If this is the case, that may come through the card that is pulled for this position. If you were to pull the Last Judgment Tarot card for this position, it could imply that you would be successful at being a judge or another person of legal authority, like a police officer. It will give you a sign that your integrity and heart are in the right place. Position 2 is the heralding angel that you see right there. On the Last Judgment Tarot card, there is an image of Archangel Gabriel who is blowing the horn of judgment. The heralding angel follows the commands from on high, blowing its horn or playing its trumpet to usher in the new era or eon of time. This new eon will be called the Age of Aquarius. As we shift from the Age of Pisces to the Age of Aquarius, a power play of transition of power will occur, and a major shift will be created to balance out the old. In a sense, the Age of Pisces is dead, and the new Age of Aquarius has come alive. If you pull the Last Judgment card for this position, it may mean that you are in the end of days, approaching the moment of judgment. If you pull the Last Judgment Tarot card in the reverse, then you will know that God is calling judgment on a person or situation around you that has been causing you injustice. If you pull the Death Tarot card for this position, then you will know that whatever judgment or tower that you're facing is now over. If you pull the Lover's Tarot card for this position, then you can rest assured that something in your love life is off because it's up under judgment. Remember to use the yes and no answer card for the tarot card, answer for the tarot card that you pull for each spot. You can ask a simple question like, am I up under judgment for this position? Then use the yes or no answer for the card that you pull. I am just giving you examples of different ways that you can read the cards and get answers. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the back of the book. So the Last Judgment Tarot card spells to bring about a change of position. In the back of the book, I've created a compendium of knowledge of what it can mean when the different major arcana cards come out one next to each other. So I'm going to read from the Last Judgment because that's the one I was just reading from. I know it's in the back. There it is. Okay. So the Last Judgment card shows a final result to an ongoing issue. It represents Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet or horn and calling judgment on your enemies, their plans for you, and the ones that you love. Forgive those who have hurt you and forgive yourself for past mistakes. Move on with your life from a person or situation. If you have wronged someone, apologize and seek reconciliation. You may need to find a new career path. If you are involved in any legal disputes, they will be resolved in your favor. Court cases end up with you being on top. Contractual issues, either physical or spiritual, are resolved in your favor. A cord cutting and releasing is needed with this situation. Move in silence. Plan a way to resolve disputes and arguments. Do not fight with others. Follow all laws. Do the right thing. Pray without ceasing. When you see that the Last Judgment, it means that there is a major turnaround in every way. If you were to pull the Last Judgment card in the reverse, it shows you that someone is bad at talking to you. They are angry, revengeful, spiteful, insidious, vindictive, manipulative, childish, immoral, foolish, and stupid. Not to be rude or judgmental, but that's straight up what it means. When you see the Last Judgment card in the reverse, it shows you that you are dealing with someone who is creating major disturbances in your life. You may lose a court case. If you were to pull it in the reverse, that would be like you losing a court case. If it's spiritual court or physical court. Yeah, you may lose a court case and have broken laws. The person that you are dealing with could be a criminal. The Last Judgment card shows you that the person in question is untrustworthy and undependable. Their reputation is ruined to underhanded methods of dealing with things. One needs to recognize the part that one played in their own failure, submit to the will of God. There is a target on your back for negative karma. People can access your energy with divination or slander. Gossip about you circulates. Your private information may be compromised. This is it if you were to pull the Judgment in the reverse. The death that has come your way is being reversed. You will get caught and you will be arrested. You are taken to spiritual court and cannot defend yourself. Bad judgments and falsities are made about you. People believe lies about you. That's if you were to pull it in the reverse, though. Okay, so check these books out, you guys. Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, extremely powerful. I've even put in the link along in the description box. I put the link to this exact deck, which I wrote the book off of this exact deck, and Vassago and God showed me, you know, a lot of different things that are going to help you if you want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others. And the Truth of God is also, the links to those books are in the description box below. But that's going to develop your intuition. All right, you guys. So look, this is your life. Live it how you want to. It's reminding me of, I don't know if it's a Miley Cyrus song, but it basically says, do what you want to. So maybe somebody is wanting you to like not do what you want to. And again, I'm so tired of these people in these situations. It always seems like it's a little bit different though. They're never really the same exact situations. That's the weird thing. Oh, also you guys, please like the video, share the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, we're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we are going to throw a party, and I will do a giveaway, a bonus where I will do a couple of 20-minute questions for free. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can take $20 super chats per question. And then I also have for a giveaway, a couple of decks to do. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do a party where I just, you know, answer some people's questions. I'll do like a raffle or whatever. I'll put everybody's name that's in the chat in a bowl, and I'll pull somebody out and I'll do a 20-minute reading for them on whatever subject matter that they want. And then I'll also do a giveaway, pull names out of a hat or whatever, and do a giveaway. I have a couple decks that I can give away. Oh, I'm so happy for you. The books are going to be life-changing. They are so life-changing. So yeah, you guys, do what you want to. You're going to learn so many new things. I feel like this is such a good time. Knight of Pentacles. There could be somebody that is looking at you like, why do they always get to do what they want to do? I feel like you guys are extremely blessed. Again, this person could be extremely conservative. Literally. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you got the deck also. Yay. Interesting. Last Judgment. We were just reading from that in the Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. So remember what we were reading about. That is crazy. This Knight of Pentacles energy is up under judgment. Possibly for messing with your free will. I feel like this person is doing two things. They're like, get out of the way, and then they're like, come here. Like those two things are kind of opposite of each other, but that's what they're doing. They're up under judgment. They could be going through a court battle, or they could be just going through hell. The Emperor, forget that this person's old. You guys are like literally, I love you guys so much too. You have mastered something. You're standing in the energy of being a boss. What is this person going to do about it? I also get that you guys have worked on yourselves. You're moving towards like being able to be not only a leader, but somebody that's in a position of power. 5 of Cups. This person is already crying over spilt milk, because there's nothing like, if this person went back in time, they're acting like they would have changed the outcome or done something different. This person could never have changed the outcome of you being the Emperor. You are the boss. Again, you could be a boss bitch or a boss man, whatever, like literally. The Emperor, you just take the gender out of tarot because we have both masculine and feminine energies. This person is losing a relationship. Maybe they're feeling like you are the relationship that they're losing. Justice. This is justice for you, though. Sometimes you have to just put it in the hands of God. And when you do, this is what happens. It's called justice. When you release, people are like, oh, they gave me to God, ha ha. And they think that that's like, they don't understand. They don't understand. When you give that problem up to God, that means that the universe has a very unique way of randomly making justice. Like, I'm serious. It can happen in so many different ways for you to get justice. And this person is like laughing, like, oh, they gave me to God, ha ha. Like, who the fuck thinks like that? Like, sweetie, somebody giving you to God is basically that is it for you. You're done. Like, seriously, if you was doing wrong to somebody, that karma is going to be hitting immediately, and it's going to be hitting below the belt. If you know what I'm saying about boxing, you can't hit below the belt. It's going to be hitting below the belt. And this person's going to feel super assaulted by the universe, but this is like the effect of their own making. This person did so much shit to you that you had to literally give them up to a higher power just to like maintain sanity and peace. And this person's laughing about that. They could still be talking shit about a failed relationship with you. I feel like you just, cut the cords. You're like, I'm cutting this bullshit out of my life. You're over here getting good messages. Whatever this is you're creating, you're going to be the master of it. I also get that you could be getting a message from this person whining and crying to you. I would straight up not answer the phone, and I would just ignore it, okay? Because they're coming in with this ambitious ass energy towards you, and I don't like their intentions. The reason they're up under judgment is the intention that they write in on. It's already fucked up. This person is crying over, oh, I wish I would have done it a different way. This person is the type of person that would be like, I'll boss up for you, I'll man up for you, I'll blah, 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 I'll leave this other person for you. Bull fucking shit. This is why you gave them to God, because you were tired of playing games. And this person is a perpetual game player and competitor. Yes, the intentions is not so pure. It's deceptive. It's like literally that's what this person was trying to do. And they're just wishing that they could have done something different because they have another stupid plan. This person's following stupid ideas. And it makes me wonder if they're getting it from the devil, because the devil will give stupid ideas to people and then sit there and laugh. And this person's blaming you for the fact that they're not in your position. They should be blaming God, because God put you, you didn't just randomly appear here. You have always been in a position of power. Your lineage is a position of power. You come from respected people, or respectable people, or honorable people. And I feel like, regardless of your relationship with your parents, they still have some type of honor within them. They're probably not going to do bad things to people. This message that you get is putting an end to a situation with this person. And I feel like also, if somebody was trying to steal your woman or steal your man, this person is wishing that they could go back in time and do something differently so that they could have this person. They just need to get over it. They're not the emperor, and whoever this female is wants to be with the emperor. And if you are a female, you could be still in the energy of the emperor, okay? And having this other person wanting to be with you. You just have to let it hit where it hits. Also, this message that you're getting does not have to be a physical message. It could be a dream that you get. It could be, it actually could be a family member calling you and telling you, hey, I had a dream about this, this, and this. And if you ever have that happen, you need to immediately stop what you're doing and address whatever that dream is about before it happens. I'm serious. There's been so many times where I've had clients that have gotten phone calls, so many different clients that have gotten throughout my career being a psychic, probably at least 100 out of all the people. They would have experiences, maybe even more than that, like 150, but they would have experiences where people, their family members would call them and be like, hey, I had a dream that you were in a lake with some person that looks like this, and you were drowning, and they were doing nothing to help you. And that person would be like, what? And they would tell me about it, and I'd be like, yeah, well, it's the dream that your family member got is basically to save your life. Not that that would actually happen, but that somebody would just stand there and watch you squirm and drown. That's fucked up. Like that's saying something about the person that you're with. I would always like translate the messages and be like, yeah, you need to pay attention to that and make a decision. And I've helped a lot of people get away from abusive husbands. I have helped a lot of people heal and move on throughout my journey of being a psychic, and I feel very blessed to be a part of that. Literally, it was mostly God doing it all, but like literally, I've helped people get the power to get out of abusive relationships. I've helped people to not unalive themselves. And so I'm not just tooting my own horn, but I'm literally telling you that all of the experience that I've had has brought me to this place now. And I'm, without going through and witnessing all of God's miracles, I probably would be not as compassionate. I'm very empathetic, but I don't know if I would be as a compassionate person, as compassionate as I am now. 7 of Pentacles. Literally, the tables are turning in your favor. It's a turning point in these people's finances. I feel like, you are pretty much stable. Your finances are going to become very stable. Yeah, whatever these financial goals and plans that these other people had, they thought that they were going to be able to benefit off of a spiritual gift that you possess, possibly you being a prophet, a leader, a teacher, a healer, somebody that's been able to see things from like a childhood, just like me, like literally very psychic person, I'm sure that people thought that Jesus was a magician. You're turning water into wine. I'm almost for sure. I know there's a passage that says that somebody's like, oh, you only healed through the power of Beelzebub. Like, what the fuck? Whatever. No, sir, ma'am, it, they, them. Okay, whoever the fuck it was in the Bible that said that about Jesus and was spreading that rumor. Beelzebub doesn't heal people. The fuck is that about? Like, seriously. And I'm not dissing Beelzebub. I'm just saying that back, even when Jesus was alive, people were saying shit about him because he was a prophet, a healer, and a seer, and saying that he was connected to a demonic source, and that's how he did shit. And they're full of shit. They're probably connected to whatever the fuck it is. I'm serious. So I don't mean to compare you to Jesus like that, but I want you to understand that when you're a very gifted person, just like Jesus was very gifted, and you have something special about you. And again, being special doesn't make you better than others. It just means that at this point in time, your journey is extremely important. Okay. And if you're going to be the one to lead other people's to their destinies and to their love life and to their highest and best good, then you've got to be able to do that for yourself. And I feel like you have figured that out, that you can be that loving guidance. Well, your higher self is always there for you. There's not ever going to be a time where your higher self disconnects. Even if you do the worst things possible that you could think of, it's you either make choices that are in alignment with your higher self, which is love, joy, peace, compassion, happiness, bliss, passion, inspiration, or you do things that are opposite of those things and not in alignment. And it doesn't mean you're good or you're bad. It's just you're going to have one experience or the other, depending on the choices that you make. You have made good choices. That's why you are experiencing good things. This other person was on the opposite scale, did not make choices in alignment with their higher self. It doesn't mean that they're get disconnected from their higher self. This person doesn't know that about a higher self. They don't know that they are God. They want to play God in everybody else's life, but that's a narcissistic tendency. This person does not know. They think that they are their body. Like they're stuck in the ego in the matrix. They really are. And we're not judging anybody, because everybody at some point was stuck in that situation. Until I came across the truth of God, I was having psychic experiences, was scared out of my fucking mind, spent the majority of my life in so much freaking fear at all times that it made my gifts work on hyper mode so that I was assessing everything because I was so fucking scared. I'm serious. Because I experienced like voodoo and other spiritual shit that's unexplainable, that's terrifying, and just aliens and other things. So yeah, strength. Literally, you guys are very strong. This message that you're getting is about you being able to get past whatever this blockage was, this issue, this. Sometimes it just takes you closing a door, walking away from someone, cutting cords, going within and releasing the person and not holding on any grudges towards them. I think that's why it had me read from the Last Judgment, because it's like, that's part of it. It never feels good to be judged. And this is why I want you to know that God is not ever judging. God gave us free will so we could do what we want with it. So do what you want with it, but just know there's either two choices you can make: choices that are in alignment with your higher self, which is going to take you closer to God and make you more like your God self, which you become more perfect like Christ was, or there's choices and thoughts and beliefs that are not in alignment with your higher self. And the ones that do not feel good are not in alignment. The ones that do feel good are and raise your vibration are in alignment. That's how you tell. You can use your guttural response, your clairsentience ability. You guys are way gifted. Like, you can use all of your other gifts and abilities to tell the difference, but everybody has clairsentience, which is like a gut feeling. And so the Joy versus Anger Technique from the Truth of God by Michael Steadman teaches you how to develop your gut feeling so that you can get an immediate response. So yeah, you can avoid tragedies. I avoid a lot of tragedies. The only time I run into something I don't like is if I didn't ask the right question, or I forgot to ask questions, or I didn't do a compatibility check on it. And sometimes it doesn't work out that bad without it, but still it would have been better with it. I can guarantee that. And I'm always clearing stuff. Like, for myself, I'm always working on myself, like always. And it's just something that has been ingrained. I've ingrained it into myself to work on myself. So you have to choose yourself if you want to be chosen. You got to choose yourself. When it comes to people wanting you to sacrifice your own energy, give up on yourself, not love yourself, not put yourself first, you've got to choose yourself. And you've got to allow yourself to express yourself. Like, if you feel a certain type of way, you need to express that. Don't be repressing it and holding it in so that one time you just blow up about it. Try to actively express it, either by journaling, talking to a therapist, talking to a friend, a family member, a trusted one, somebody that and not to trauma dump on people, but it would be the best to go to a professional because they know how to deal with certain types of things. But there may be things throughout your life that continue to trigger you, and you just have to understand that you just need to love yourself a little bit more in that area. Release the beliefs, do the mind technique, do the joy versus anger technique, do the God technique. Connect with your real self. That will give you the ability to release the part of you that is not real, which is like all of this. This is all an illusion. All of it is. 10 of Cups. Reality is a total illusion. It really is. Once you realize what reality is, your higher self is having all these experiences, reality is going to completely shift for you. The 10 of Cups is a very good card. That's like happiness, you getting to purchase a home specifically, love in a relationship, strong relationships, commitments made and kept. I like that. I love that. Faithfulness, great friends. I like that energy. I also like the strength, because the strength shows me that through you understanding the messages that you receive, you're becoming a stronger person inside and out. And you've got to be strong, because the other people that are going to be led by you, they need somebody that's strong. So you got to be strong for yourself and for others. When you become a parent, that should be like the trait that is adopted, being strong and loving self and loving others. I don't know how anybody could not love a child. Children are just absolutely adorable. 5 of Swords. These people are doing something illegal, or this person, because their conspirator has not shown up yet. But they're doing something illegal and immoral and trying to block you and trying to block your home life in some type of way, and they're getting called out for that by the universe. This person was working on a project to overcome something, and they thought that you were their obstacle, and you are not even this person's obstacle. Like they're finding out right now that you were never the problem. And I also feel like this person is tripping balls right now. They're freaking out that the tables are the last will be first and the first will be last. You saw an alien ship over your house as a kid. Yes, I saw stuff like that too. And your dog was on the roof protecting us. Wow. Oh, and she fell off the roof. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You guys are very divine. And the aliens are watching us because they're studying us. Some of them are just our ancestors and our star family, but some of them are actually studying us because when we go through an ascension and we go through a spirituality change, they want to know how they can do the same thing. But they want to do it for some of them want to do it for alternative purposes, like the Greys. They want to know about how they basically genetically fucked themselves up. 6 of Cups. This is what I'm saying, children. This could be a part of your future. You could end up having children. I feel like that's going to be a beautiful thing. Some of these children could be adopted, or they could be ones that you give birth to. You know, I feel like when you adopt a child, you're going to possibly love them exactly the same as if you gave birth to them, because it's a spiritual thing. It's definitely a higher self pre-made contract anytime an adoption happens. This person is in the tower because of their illegal bullshit. And we know that the tower is like getting struck down, having to question yourself, having to question your motives, having to come up with a reason why something was done. I feel like this person doesn't want to have to answer to anything. And they're over here seeing you doing what you want to do, and they're like, damn it, I wasn't able to block them. I wasn't able to stop them. I wasn't able to trigger them. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. King of Cups. This person's going to be there. They do have access to wise counsel. It's just this wise counsel is like, focus on yourself. I think they're saying almost verbatim the same shit that I'm saying to this Knight of Pentacles, but this Knight of Pentacles is in trouble. They could be going to a lawyer, and this lawyer is like, God, why do I have to represent this person? 4 of Swords. This is going to be the end of a battle, though, for sure, between you and this person. This is like the lawyer, whatever's going to happen with this situation, this is bringing an end to a battle that was going on and that was unnecessary. I also feel like you have a lot of very protective energies around you, and they get very upset when somebody tries to psychically attack you. I'm seeing dragons, I'm seeing fairies, and I'm seeing like elves and gnomes and stuff. I'm also seeing like water spirits and all sorts of things that get these things are 4th and 5th dimensional, but they get very, very freaking upset when somebody tries to block you or keep you stuck. Like, these energies get extremely upset. I'm also seeing angels as well. They get mad with this devil energy. You also have things that are dark that get upset for you. And the difference between the dark and the light is that the dark beings, they don't give a fuck about free will. They don't care about somebody else's anything. If they need to protect one of their own, they will do anything. They'll do anything, even if it goes against like the spiritual code or whatever. They don't care. It's the definition. The devil is the definition of rebellion. That's all it represents. But yeah, these beings that protect you, they don't care. They don't care about unaliving people. They don't care about abducting people. I'm serious. When you're protected by that type of, like, there's this one type of aliens that are really, really fucking frightening. They have to do with the burial grounds, the burial mounds, excuse me, and the burial grounds. But yeah, terrifying and extremely ancient. I also get that, you know, There's all these beings surrounding the planet right now in their spaceships and stuff, and they're in other dimensions, and a lot of them use cloaking technology. But I will tell you that they are waiting for the planet to go through an ascension, and the moment that it does, they're going to just appear. Like, even more so than they already are now. They're going to be like, hey, what's up? You're a part of everything else. Coming back home. Remember this? Remember that we all exist? I'm serious. That sounds wacky, but it's the absolute 100% truth from my perspective of why there's so many UFOs and stuff like that. They're waiting for the 100th monkey syndrome, or for an agenda to take place. The hangman. It's devil energy. They have to sacrifice something to the devil. The devil and the hangman. Did somebody try to sacrifice you to the devil? Wow, they done fucked up royally with that. King of Pentacles in the reverse? You have got to be joking. Somebody made some whack-ass deal. Somebody that cannot pay the devil, that has to pay an innocent souls. That's hilarious. King of Pentacles in the reverse is what just came out. My gosh. Signifies a man over 40, stubborn, hurts others' feelings without thinking, puts his own needs first. This is a satanic ritual abuser. Changes jobs frequently, not successful, erratic mood swings, causes conflict in relationships, blames others for his own failures, abusive, beats on people, overreacts to the slightest provocation, repressed anger. This person made a bad deal with the devil. Now they have to pay, and since they can't pay with you and your children, and you could be protecting your children from this type of situation of devil sacrifice, either way, your children are protected. You're having a happily ever after. You cannot be sacrificed. These people have to still answer to the devil. That's a big problem for them. This King of Pentacles is not going to want to sacrifice the life of one that they love. They would rather just do it to any old person. And since this shit has sacrificed, you know, he placed you as a sacrifice and you fought back. Exactly. Since this has backfired, these people have to find somebody else. And I guarantee they're going to try to go for a child, and that child's going to be protected just as much as you are. I'm serious. These people are fucked up. They're like, oh, I'll just do a child sacrifice and I'll get out of this court case. Oh, I'll just do a blood sacrifice to whatever. You know, it's not like a Satan energy. It's like whatever the fuck these people are sacrificing to. It's crazy. And they think that shit's going to work. The devil was always going to fuck them over. They just don't even see it, which is crazy to me. This person could be about to go through a court case and be held actual. Yes, I'm a real psychic. I was born this way. Actual fucking court case. Like actually having to go to court with judgment. And if possibly for sacrificing people to the devil. The fuck? The devil. No, you have the Four of Swords, which is a freaking funeral. The devil, the hangman, sacrifice, crucifixion, confirmation. The King of Pentacles in the reverse, when the King of Pentacles in the upright is a deal maker, the King of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody that made a shite deal with the devil here and now has to owe. They could be taken to like the infernal courts. That's hilarious. It has nothing to do with you though. You're not paying. You're over here getting justice and being put in the position of being a leader. And that could be why there's so much change, you know, like in the air. Because these people are being held accountable finally. And the fuck, they fucked with the wrong one. This is why sometimes God will use you to fish out the enemy, you know. You guys defeated whatever this satanic ritual sacrifice abuse shit is, whatever the, and again, I'm not trying to spread satanic panic shit, but it is obviously happening or would not come out in the cards like that. The cards would not come out like that. Like, I'm serious. If the shit wasn't going on and if all those files weren't accurate, why are the cards and everything else confirming it? And it doesn't have to exactly have to do with the farm. See, exactly, farm. The fuck. Ace of Swords. All of the cloning and genetic experiments and shit that they shouldn't have been doing on that island. I'm just going to say that right now. If that shit wasn't being done, then why is it showing up like it's being done? What is fear? Fear is the opposite of love. Fear is a low vibration. It's false evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. False evidence appearing real. Three of Swords. These people are feeling betrayed by the devil, their deal. No, they didn't keep their end of the bargain. So now they have to pay with themselves or somebody else. And these people, if they try to offer up another person, like a family member, it may happen that a family member ends up passing, but this person is still not going to get whatever the fuck they wanted from the sacrifice. So like I said, this devil energy is done playing games with these people and does not care to give them anything else. But it's still going to, you know, take whatever's offered to it. It's ridiculous. Five of Wands, competition. Anytime there's competition, you're going to see a bunch of weird shit. These people are trying to compete. They have to sacrifice shit to compete, and you don't. This could be where all that hatred's coming from. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. If you could please like the video, make sure you're subscribed. We're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we do that, I can accept $20 super chats per question, but on my other platform, I can accept $20 super chats per question, which is called Astraea Love, ASTRAEALOVE. It's in, everything's in the description box below. But yeah, this competition is like literally bullshit. This is stupid. This is pointless. You can't compete where you don't compare. Yeah, these people have a lot of bad luck because they made a lot of mistakes. They have a lot of bad luck following them. Oops. Whose story is that, you know? Yeah. It seems crazy, but, you know, these people that want to stay on top, they'll do anything to stay on top, whether it's sacrifice a child or do whatever. Like, they'll do whatever. Those people are down for whatever. You're over here doing what you want and getting the positive effects from it. Somebody wants to break you up so you don't have a happy family and won't have a successful future, and that's just not going to happen. This person's going to have to get over the fact that you are going to do what you want and live your life for yourself, and that you're not competing with them. There's nothing to compete about. There's nothing to compete about or over. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Yes, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a live stream that's just a party where I answer people's questions and give out and pick people to get for a giveaway for tarot decks. The Two of Wands is about you guys being able to see the future, to have the world in your hands and to look at it like it's your oyster. Like, you guys are getting new creative ideas for success. You're being told to commit all of your energy to new projects, okay, at this time, which is a normal thing. New creative ideas are needed for success, but I feel like these people can't compete with whatever you're doing. Three of Pentacles. You have a whole community of people that need to know you, hear you, see your work, intermingle with you. You have a whole soul tribe here. It does happen all over the world. Yes, it's totally sad. And yes, the Devil card is associated with the zodiac Capricorn. And I'm not saying that every Capricorn is a devil. Please don't think I'm saying that. But that's just what the zodiac Every card has its zodiac association. Page of Pentacles, your children are going to be very abundant. I feel like you guys are abundantly blessed. They're going to be very prosperous people. You're not going to have anything to worry about. These other people, they want to get their hands on your children, whether they're born or not, or they already exist. If these people can't get their hands on you to sacrifice, they want to get their hands on your children. They're not getting anywhere fucking near you. I can guarantee it. You're over here getting Justice, Magician, because you protect yourself. And this is all like literally, you know, it is a magical ritual, sacrifice. That is the definition of a magical ritual. These people have each other to compete with. I can tell you that. They got each other to compete with. They don't need you. The world. Look, the world. It's happening all over the flippin' world. These stupid sacrifices. We are going to be the ones that say it ends with us. Well, we're not going to be sacrificed, but still everything ends with us. It ends now. It's over. God and the Holy Spirit handle that shit. This no longer concerns us. We release everything that's not for our highest and best good. See, your magic, whatever it is that you do, it protects the world. These people don't understand how deeply rooted you guys are in the earth and with the divine realm, with the third and fourth dimension. Okay, they don't understand that you are deeply rooted. You cannot just be undone. That's unrealistic. The Wheel of Fortune. You guys have the world and the Wheel of Fortune. It could be your destiny to end up moving somewhere, to be getting a new job, be getting a new career, be getting a new experience and offer somewhere else. I feel like you may just be moving a city over or whatever, but you're going to be in a position to help the less fortunate. You're also going to be in a position to help people heal. Because again, all these people are going to be moaning and groaning and bitching and crying and lamenting for the fact that they weren't able to sacrifice you. Now they have to give up someone that they loved. Because that's the different definition of a sacrifice, is you give up something that you love. Well, you can sacrifice things you don't love as well. But Five of Pentacles. These people are facing homelessness and poverty, debt, karmically. Knight of Cups. Like I said, you're not accepting these bum-ass losers. You don't have to lower your standards in any type of way. These people got to step their shit up to the next level if they want to. I mean, they're irrelevant, though. You just need to know that these people are going through it. And you do know. I'm just confirming what you already know. And I'm revealing what needs to be done so that you permanently avoid these people. This one that plays games with people's hearts, their minds, their lives, their finances, everything, manipulator. You know, and the thing is I don't want you to think that everybody coming into your life is a manipulator, but you know the red flags when people, you know the red flags when people are manipulators, okay? They try to dominate and control everything. They're always asking too many questions, being a fucking weirdo, and they care too much sometimes, like just being really attached. The Nine of Wands, a Nine of Wands in the reverse. This is like saying it's impossible to have what you want. It says obstacles in their way. Basically, disappointment and setbacks. They will be exhausted from trying to do something. They already are, though. No amount of effort or determination will change the fact that they are not going to get what they want. That's basically what that card says. You're over here getting what you want. Literally. And again, it's not your job to judge these people. Let the universe, let God, let the physical world do what it's going to do, because these people are their own ending. They have self-sabotage to the ultimate, and they're pretty unforgiving, which I think is stupid. But yeah, you just need to know that moving forward is what God wants you to do, what your higher self wants you to do. That's what's in alignment with your higher self. You using your high priestess ability and going within and healing from the trauma that these people tried to put you in. That rhymed. I didn't even mean it to. But yeah, we block all sacrifices and we report that immediately to the angelic realm and to God so it can be stopped. 10 of Pentacles. You are going to have a community, a loving group of people, a safe neighborhood, okay? People that you can go to. When you have God, it makes people the secondary thing because God is the ultimate everything. And so when you develop that relationship with God, you're always going to go to God before you go to another person. And that's what I do. I always go within and I go to God before I try to go ask any other person for any type of help or guidance or anything like that. Like if anything were to go on, I immediately know that I go within and I address my part in creating it and the thoughts and beliefs, and I do my best to heal and I forgive to the best that I can. And if I can't forgive, this is the thing with me. I've learned to be like this. If I can't forgive that person for whatever they did at that time, I let it go, because there will be a time that I can forgive that person, but I always forgive myself for that experience. And that's just being compassionate, you want to be very compassionate with yourself. It's okay to not be okay as long as you're getting help and being guided. And it's okay to just not feel okay. Understand that is not inherently bad. It's doing, it's showing you that you are not, that whatever is going on with you is not in alignment with your higher self, because your higher self is being okay. And then those are the times, I would tell you that every time is a good time to connect with God and to tap in and to go within. It's always right now is what that's all we have. Yesterday it was right now. Today it's right now. Tomorrow it's going to be right now. We're always in the present moment. So use that present moment to access your highest potential and your higher self. And you're going to be flying high, and such a high vibration that these people can't reach you. Not in a negative way. They're going to have to come up to your vibration, and these people can't, because it would force them to abandon this foolish behavior that they have of stalking and I mean, these people are like something like banging its head over and over again. That's the energy that they hold. It's like very ridiculous. You have rabbit energy, which means the rabbit is very reproduces very quickly, is very fast, agile, very lucky animal. So that could be one of your animals. You could be seeing a lot of rabbits or a lot of bunnies at this time. I know we're approaching like Easter pretty soon here, but you could be seeing them in the physical. Anytime you see an animal in nature or you have an experience in nature, you need to really pay attention to that, because that will give you major warning signs, major influence and information over your future and how you perceive it. Yeah, they try so hard because they're so determined to bring you down that they just keep doing what's insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that they're going to get a different response. And you just keep saying no. Ace of Pentacles. Literally. You have money coming in from God. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. Your pennies come from heaven. Oh, your Chinese zodiac is the rabbit. Oh my gosh. Wow. See, that is so accurate. Wow. Yeah, you just need to know that your possessions are safe, that if you do choose to move to another part of the world, just do your research on it, and know that you will be leaving behind a situation, but where you're somebody that's in a high end, in high demand type person, these people, you can't really hate people for wanting to be with you, but you cannot be, I understand that you're not happy with the way that they went about things, because I feel like if you have to break somebody down to make them your vibration to be with them, then you don't need to be with that person. I was just watching a video on, I think his name's Shia LaBeouf or something. Shia LaBeouf, I don't know. I probably butchered that anyways. But yeah, there are some people that just need so much therapy and so much healing that you are not, it would deplete you ultimately if you were to engage with these people. And that's what I don't want for you. I want for you to remain in the world, in the magician, standing in your power, knowing who you are, accepting, opening up to love, accepting the love to come in, and allowing justice to take its natural course. You know, not, you don't need to force it. When you give it to God, God takes care of it. That's what these people, they were laughing about it, but they don't understand. You know what I mean? Also, I feel like you could be about to shift into like another version of Earth that you're going to be like, is this the fucking Twilight Zone? Like literally. And I feel like that could be what's happening with the experiments with CERN and all of the stuff in the media and all of this information they're putting out and all of these distractions. It could just be turning, it could be it could be taking down the whatever separations between the other timelines and colliding them all together. And that's probably going to be very chaotic and could cause a lot of issues. But yeah, I feel like things are only a conspiracy until they are proven to be true. And somebody could be like, oh, they're just a conspiracy theorist. Like, no, you're an intuitive person. It's a difference. And like I said, most conspiracies, almost all of them end up being true. Like 90% of them do. And I think that that's wild. That's wild. Page of Cups. These people are doing all this stuff so that they can stay, they want like to flaunt shit off. They want to look good. They want to have the best of everything. They want to eat gold caviar and all of this nonsense. And it's not nonsense. I'm not being judgmental. To this person, they only want these things because of the aesthetic of how it looks. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They want the aesthetic of how it looks. This person, I would say these two people are very financially driven and motivated, and that's all they care about is finances and clothes and name brands. Opinion, and I'm not judging that. I'm just saying that that's what these people are on. That's the type of shit they're on. They're just being kind of greedy. Narrow-minded and bigoted, underlying attitude towards those that she looks down upon. These people do not understand that, because they feel like having this name brand shit is the most important thing because it's the best. They don't understand that they could have things that are not as name brand or lesser price and be just as happy with it. That's a broken mentality, that they think that to be happy with an item, they have to pay a certain amount or it has to have this logo or whatever. That's like being basically fucking controlled, like by the Matrix, to think that way. Literally, how to have this type of like to keep up with things. Like, come on. Like, I guess keeping up with things to a certain point. Like when a new cell phone comes out, you don't have to always get that new cell phone, but get a cell phone. Like there's a certain point where it becomes some type of weird competitive addiction. And you're over here just living your life, probably not even living in name brand shit. And these people are still jealous over it. Like, you've got to be kidding. When these people have more resources right now, I don't know why they're so fucking upset with you. It's got to be with what you have spiritually and what's coming in your future. I'm serious. You have to think about that. These people, they have an overabundance of money. They spend it all and squander it, and they make deals with the devil to get it, but they do have an overabundance of it. And they're still not happy. So these people right now are showing you that money is not the answer. Money does not make you happy. It doesn't make you healthy. It really doesn't. Money should not be the only motivation in life. It should be loving and helping yourself and helping others and using your gifts and abilities to do exactly that and to get money through doing that. You're going to have the best experience and the best relationship with money that way, even if it's not as luxurious as these other people. Remember, the good deeds that you do now not only set you up in the future when money's not relevant, but it also sets you up to be in a position to receive abundance. And these people are seeing that you have your own abundant ideas. You have your own creative ideas. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. And I love you guys so much. And your creative and abundant ideas are going to change the world. By you changing your own world, the rest of the world changes around you, just to let you know. And it does within other people. When you work on the issue, whatever it is, the universe stops pulling in people with that issue, and it'll test you every once in a while. After you forget about the lesson, it'll bring in somebody that's got that thing going on just to test you, to make sure that you've gotten over it. That's how perfect the universe is at teaching us what we need to learn while we're here at Earth School. You know what I mean? That's just like how perfect the universe is. And that's why doing the God technique, it gives you the eyes to see so that you can look at things in different ways and realize why everything's happening. And once you have an understanding, it doesn't feel so victimizing. You can kind of separate yourself from it and know that it existed because it made you stronger. Are you 100% perfect yet? I don't know if anybody will ever be 100% perfect. In my dreams and hopes and wishes, that everybody will become their higher selves. And yes, that is perfect and will be and feel perfect. But again, perfect is still an illusion based upon people's opinions. And so I feel like everybody's got their own version of perfect, but what the real perfectness is higher self God. The part of us that is divine. And not to say that the ego is not divine. All of us is divine, but we just have that lower polarity where the ego, you're kind of trapped in seeing things through the eyes of your body and yourself. And then the higher self, when you integrate that, it expands your awareness. Two of Cups, you've got a soul contract with the universe. Remember, yeah, you have a soul contract with the universe, and it does involve you receiving a lot of finances and a lot of abundance. It does include that from God. It really does. Some of you are like royalty and you don't even know it. Maybe not physical royalty, but you're supernatural royalty. You guys are about to come into fame, and in such a way where it's going to be like people all of a sudden acknowledge you and see you. Yeah, literally. The people that were attacking you was a Knight of Pentacles, a Knight of Cups, a Page of Cups, a King of Pentacles in the reverse, a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, which is like a broke bitch. Somebody that's broke, has an expensive, overspending, unforgiving attitude towards those she looks down upon, takes without giving, gives only when something is to be gained. She is strictly materialistic outlook on life. Be suspicious of this woman. Yeah, this King of Swords is at a crossroads because they know that they need to bring the sword down on somebody, and because you're not the bait, these people, they got to give somebody up. This is sad. This could have been avoided by not doing deals with the devil or with whatever low vibrational energy. Oh, bougie. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yeah, you guys have overcome a major thing, and the universe is handling this situation for you. There's really not going to be anything that you actually have to do other than love yourself, forgive these people, and release whatever happened. Because I feel like then where you go in the future with the world and the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be up to you where you decide you want to go and where you want to move, and the job that you do, it's all going to be up to you. But you're going to make choices that are in alignment with your higher self, and it's going to lead you, you know, away from these people. And these people, if you're meant to come up in an industry to be seen, to be known, to be popular, to be famous, this old way of trying to corrupt and abuse people is not going anymore. You're going to be safe to be able to do this. It may take a little while, but just don't give up on yourself. If there's something that you love to do, like if you want to be an actress because that is the only thing that your heart wants to do. That is the thing that fulfills you the most. If you want to be a painter, same thing. Okay, don't do it because you see other people doing it and you want to be famous and have that money. Do it because you could not fathom doing anything else. When you approach what you do, like that's how I feel about this, doing this and writing and stuff. Anything else is a waste of time when it comes to work. 8 of Pentacles when it comes to work. That's just my opinion for me. And I love art. Like all my walls that surround me in this room are all my artwork pieces. I love to do art. I love to create with my hands. But also, I love to read for people and to help people because it helps me. When I learn about your guys' spiritual situations, you know, every reading I do brings me closer to God, and I learn about more situations. It just makes me a better person. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're looking to the future. You have some type of creative goal, new business idea or project that you're about to get off the ground, or you're about to realize. This King of Wands, what the fuck are they going to do about it? I don't think that they can do anything about it. And the Page of Swords, this is like spying on you energy, watching you, stalking you. You could have had to defend yourself from these people or stand up for yourself or tell them no. Your ex is a part of Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah. And tried to make you a sacrifice. Damn. That's fucked up. I'm so glad that you're okay, though. 10 of Swords. Because this is still what these people's intentions are. They want to 10 of Swords you. They're going to have a very difficult, like I said, when that one card said it will be impossible to achieve what you want. The Moon. They think they can 10 of Swords you with the Moon. How lame is that? I'm serious. That's straight up stupidity. I can't even take anybody like that serious. Oh, I'm going to use part of God's creation to do. No, sir. No, ma'am. So let's get a final message. What the hell is this even about? Why would anybody think they could 10 of Swords you with the Moon? This is like their last resort because every other method to 10 of Swords you has failed. Ace of Cups. You want to know why? Because you're beloved by God. You are divinely protected and God loves you. Not to say God loves everything and everyone, but God loves you so much that God is going to make sure that you have love to share with everybody else because you are one of the trusted ones. These people obviously can't be trusted. You were their test and they failed. 2 of Swords. Now they're blocked. These people are blocked. They failed. The Lovers, you're going to have a new love union come in that's going to reflect the love that God has for you. And that's probably the best thing that could ever happen right there. I still feel like there's a Queen of Wands somewhere that hasn't come out yet. 6 of Pentacles. These people owe. They owe the devil. I would just be staying up on your spiritual protection, your prayer, being close to God, being close to your higher self, going within, meditating, raising your vibration, and canceling and saying, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, everything that exists in creation, cancel whatever these people are doing. Don't allow them to do it. And protect everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm investing in, and help me to achieve my goals. That's what I would be saying. Because you have the power here to achieve your goals, to finish completed projects, and and your projects, my dear, will be very divinely protected by Archangel Michael. Rest assured. You have cut the right people off, and you have moved into the energy of the Empress and the Emperor. That means that you're completely balanced. I feel like these people have got to give up but they don't want to yet. They straight up don't want to yet. It's so weird. I feel like if these people confront you, ignore them, do not answer them back, do not communicate with them in any type of way. Forget about these people. Know that you're getting justice. Whether you see it or not, it's still happening. So thank you guys for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Also, remember the 2 books that are in the description box below. The Truth of God, Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook. It's got the God technique, which I use to rise my consciousness into God's consciousness, so I can be looking out through the eyes of God's source. And it raises me above the issue. And then the Joy versus Anger technique develops a yes and no answering system with your higher self, God, so that you ask questions and get immediate answers back and be divinely led through life. And then there's the 1-to-10 ratio, which it teaches you how to get compatibility, 1 being the lowest compatible, 10 being the highest compatible. And then the mind technique gives you the ability to get rid of and clear the thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving you, that were creating the situation. The second book is Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. This book has got different tarot card spreads for the major arcana card. Vassago is a very high demand Ars Goetia spirit of divination and mapping the human consciousness. And so we have created a tarot book that teaches you how to read cards for yourself and for others. The link to this book, yeah, this is my book right here, Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. The link to this book and the link to these cards are in the description box below. But so we created, it starts off with the 14 Zodiac Tarot card spread where you pull 2 cards, 1 for each position. The first position is the South Node, which is your ego. The second position is the North Node, which is your destiny. And then the spell that goes along with that helps you to step into your destiny. And then it's got different tarot card spreads for the major arcana cards, which are like the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Strength, the Chariot, the Last Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, the Death, the Devil, the Moon. So if you're interested in this book, I did a reading. I read a lot of it earlier. I'm not going to read any right now because I'm getting kind of tired, but should go if you're interested in this book. This book will teach you how to read cards for yourself and for others. Shit, I'll just read a little bit from like the Lovers. Okay. So I'm going to read, if you pull for the Lovers, pull 1 card for each position. I'm going to read the Astrological Cherubim. This card position will show to you any angelic aid that is written in your birth chart, how astrologically aligned and compatible you are with the cherubim, Cupid-like angels of love. If you are connected to your heart chakra, or if you wear your heart on your sleeve, that may show up in the card that you pull for this position. If you pull the Lover's card for this position, you will know that you have an angel of love looking over you and that you have a twin flame, divine union, soul ascension contract to fulfill in this lifetime. And then in the back of the book, I have a compendium of knowledge of what it can mean when you have different major arcana cards coming out one next to each other. And you can use these tarot card spreads and spells over and over again. But yeah, you guys, the Lover's Tarot card is a positive card to pull, but when it's in the reverse, it warns one that a bad choice in love life has been made. When the Lovers is in the upright, you can expect the coming together of 2 individuals who are divinely connected to one another, such as a soulmate, twin flame, or karmic relationship or partnership. If the Lovers comes out before the Star Tarot card, you can expect to have a relationship that is in the public view. Get ready for paparazzi because a famous love life is coming your way. If you pull the Lovers with the Emperor, it means that the masculine energy coming in is a CEO, boss daddy, wealthy, intelligent, mature, bold, courageous, and kind. If you pull the Lovers with the 9 of Swords or the 10 of Swords, it would be a big warning that the person that you're having a partnership with is going to cause you great grief or karma. And it just keeps going and going, you guys, but you get the gist. Check these books out. These books the links to them are in the description box below. Okay, and so is the original Rider-Waite deck. These books will literally change your lives. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. I love you so much. Peace be with you. Please like this video. Tap the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. We're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we do that, we will throw a party, okay? And we'll do some giveaways. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. Peace be with you, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.